Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're doing spring cleanup in the side garden. So far so good in the vegetable garden. I only had to kick out one chicken since we closed off the entryway. But today we're going to head over to the side garden. I want to get some old stuff cut back and get some new mulch down. I've sometimes referred to this garden as the perennial garden or the fairy garden. It does have a lot of different perennials in it, so I don't really have to put many annuals in it for it to have color all season long. I think it's too cold to be this windy right now. We have 2 days until spring, and although it looks really beautiful out today, it's only a high of 35, and that's Fahrenheit. But over here is what I'm referring to as the side garden right now. We have a Riverstone French drain arcing around the edge of the garden. This one did get dug out and replaced, but we started digging this one out and we never finished it. But we're definitely not working on that today. Down here we have a lot of clumps of hellebores blooming, and they're all looking beautiful right now and full. We have clumps scattered across the whole side garden here. We're going to get their old leaves cut back, and we're also going to get the sedum stalks cut back. I leave them up for fall interest, but we can cut them back now because the new growth is starting to come up. And pretty soon the hyacinths are going to bloom. So I want to get a fresh layer of wood chips down here so they have a nice contrast whenever they bloom and we can actually see them stand out. I got the first wheelbarrow loaded up of fresh wood chips that we had dropped off. We told one of the local tree cutters anytime he's around and he has a full load, he can go ahead and drop them off here. And we just got a fresh batch, and this is going to be a better mulch to keep the weeds down. The older stuff will actually make better compost and soil, but it'll also grow weed seeds a lot easier. So since this garden is mostly perennials coming up, I'm going to put the fresh stuff down and try and suppress a lot of the weed seeds. I also extended this garden last year and we added some new plants. I already got in there and cleaned out a lot of the weeds from this area, and last year all I did was mulch this area over with mushroom compost. But we're going to put wood chips down and tie it into the rest of the garden this year. I had my dad dump off a bunch of wood chips from the road over there into the front garden, so I can just grab them with the wheelbarrow and get them over here to the side garden without bringing the backhoe in and crushing this side yard. It's nice to have the backhoe to move things around, but it is really heavy, so if we take it into the front yard where it's soft, it's going to add some ruts, which I don't want to do here this close to spring. Huh, Pop? What do you think? Any chickens back there? No? Good. Pretty sure I saw them up in the pergola garden though. That's why I didn't get there yet. But like I said, I'm going to get in here and cut all this old growth back because you can see the new growth coming up there at the bottom. Now, Pop, I'm just going to chop and drop and then put the wood chips right over top of all this. And we'll get all these old leaves cut back so the flowers are just popping up as a clump. But it is cold and windy, so I'm going to throw the GoPro on, bundle up, and get started. All right, we are almost halfway across the side garden here with the wood chips. I needed a drink, so I took a break. I let all the animals out and did a turnover at the barn. And we have some bad chickens down here in the fresh wood chips. Rufio, what's going on here, buddy? You can't bring your ladies down here. This is one of the gardens I'm trying to get ready. Get out of there, Dalmatian. What are you doing, pretty girl? You want a flower? These are mine. Get on, hit it. Hit it, girl. What's this, Snowball? This is a spring garden. I don't want the snow down here. You three move it. Dalmatian, get with your twin. Rufio, buddy, take your girls on out of here. You're in charge, bud. You gotta tell them where to go. Come on, Lucy, keep it moving. All right, I'll let you play in this garden for now. Don't go in the veggie garden. Maybe I should be working on more fencing instead. I think one more wheelbarrow here at the stone and the bird feeder and we'll be halfway across, but it is starting to look good over here. Now, Pop. You just playing by yourself? Okay. Alright, I'm not sure when you fell over there, but I got the mulching done. It is looking a lot better here in the side garden. I only did the side garden, I didn't do the expansion here coming into the front yard yet. As I've been saying, I have to take this piece by piece. But I think it's looking really good. It's definitely looking a lot better than whenever we started today. We have a nice backdrop for all the flowers that are blooming and the ones that are going to be blooming here soon. I'm hoping it's going to warm up because this has been a cold week. It definitely makes me feel good to have this area all mulched and ready for spring. I'm Pop. Alright, that's going to be all for this one. We have another garden ready for spring and we're starting to fill up inside where we're going to have to move into the greenhouse here soon. I'm hoping that groundhog was right. We start getting that early spring he was talking about. But I want to get out of this wind for a little bit, so that's going to be all for this one. If you want to keep following along, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.